Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, North American contributor for Buddhist Global. Thanks for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's Dharma talk is A Crowing Rooster. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. There are several roosters that live in the farms around my property. A rooster being a male chicken. Now, unlike their female counterparts, roosters don't lay eggs, and they're not especially good as meat birds either. A rooster's job is to protect the flock from predators, to alert them to where food is available, and to ward off other types of threats, like other roosters, for example, that may want to try to take over the territory. One of the ways they do this is by crowing as loud as they can. A rooster's call can be heard for up to a mile away. So, at various points during the day, I don't know how they decide when they'll do this, but there seems to be some sort of coordination. Various roosters all around my neighborhood crow at one another, letting them know, hey, this is my territory. Stay out. Now, in addition to that, I think they're also letting each other know, hey, I'm still here. Things are going well. So there's a sort of frenemy type energy that exists amongst the roosters as they call to one another from miles away. When we talk about Buddhism, it's interesting to note that in a similar way to a rooster crowing in the morning and in the noontime, the Buddha crows. He calls out to us via the Buddhist scriptures. Not just the Buddha, however. Vasubandhu, Dogen, all of the patriarchs and matriarchs of the past call out to us, teaching us how to rid ourselves of greed, anger, and ignorance through the crowing, through the words that they leave to us in the Buddhist sutras. By studying these sutras, we can learn the path to enlightenment. We can learn techniques from up to 2,500 years ago that have been used by countless people to realize enlightenment in this lifetime. And then, eventually, we too let out our own rooster calls, our own crows, by sharing the teachings with others. By learning the Dharma, by practicing the Dharma, by teaching it to others, we send calls through the ages in much the same way that a rooster crows to send calls through the morning air. Amitabha.